The only way to fill the void is to jerk off, become an alcoholic so you don't have to feel anything, become a drug addict so you don't have to feel anything, drink a lot of energy drinks and caffeine so you don't have to feel anything, go to the gym and hate yourself because you have body dysmorphia, play video games, or get in the bed, go to sleep so you can skip parts of your day so you don't have to feel anything. Israel is going to try to tell you to go spend your money on therapy and see a therapist, which is, they claim, a trained professional. What are they trained at? Understanding your feelings? Like, you really go sit in there and talk to a CIA sleeper agent about your feelings and they just scam you and take your money. Like, oh, go take some antidepressants, or I understand that your mom just got into a 5-car pileup and she died. It's gonna be okay. I understand you. Like, what are they so trained in? My trajectory of life is legitimately sitting in an RV that I bought like for $850 on Facebook Marketplace with a rebuilt title and, you know, a triple monitor gaming setup. My first monitor, the main monitor, is going to be playing Fall Guys. My second monitor is going to have the My Little Pony series on repeat, all 9 seasons. Top monitor, I'm going to be watching ESPN, like, Game Pass for every single MLB, NFL, NBA, you know, NASCAR will be up there sometimes, even though it's all rigged. And I'll have a fourth monitor to throw in there so I can be betting on all the games, you know, at the same time while I'm watching them. You know, I'll place a parlay, 4-leg parlay that's never going to hit. Like, I laid in my bed all day today, and the one thing that I did was get up to go drive to the 7-Eleven gas station to get the 3 for $7.50 deal on Ghost energy drinks. And on my 10-minute drive home, I downed all 3 of them. And now at 2:27 a.m., I'm having my 4th one. I am a loser chud who will pull 0 bitches. Speaking of that, my father told me today, actually, and I quote, "Get laid already." I love that advice, and thank you for telling me straight up, but I would rather blow my shit smooth off. I'm talking paint the walls with it, Dexter comes over and analyzes the pattern off the wall, than rather try to find a girl in this generation who likes me for me based off of me and not my looks, appearance, or money, how much money I have in my bank account to be able to, and I quote, spoil them. Nowadays, half the women in my generation declare themselves as young hoes anyway, so why would I put the time and effort into respecting them, treating them the way I would love to treat a woman, be a great man and boyfriend to them, whenever they don't even respect themselves? They don't even appreciate them in the way that I would appreciate them. Who wants to marry that? Who wants to date that? Who wants to put time and effort into that whenever you literally will get hell in return? It's a humiliation ritual. No offense to them, but that's how it is nowadays. 90% of the girls in my generation that I'm walking amongst right now are unmarriable. Simple as that. And I know a lot of people hate on me for that, but it's the truth. Who wants to put effort into that? Into the women out there who don't think like that? Lock it, bitch. Oh my god, girl. Holy shit. I'm fucking gay. I'm gay. I'm throwing in the towel. I'm defeated. I would rather live my life with a dude rather than a woman nowadays, because the dude, on the other hand, he's chill, bro. We can go run up some Mario Kart with Mountain Dew and Doritos, play BO2 Zombies. On the woman's side of things, if I were to spend 50 years happily married with a woman, we all know that's a damn lie, especially in this generation, I would be miserable, okay? I would be more happier with the other dude, you know, rather than the woman. It's not optimal, okay? I couldn't go to the gym with them because, you know, 50% of the women aren't going to go to the gym with you all the time, you know? They're going to be mad at you. They're probably going to kick you out of the house sometimes and make you sleep on the couch. It's not optimal, and that is why I'm gay. I'm coming out of the closet right now. I'm throwing in the towel. I give up on trying to date with people, okay? Do you know how defeating it is when I go to my mother, who, by the way, is happily married of 25 plus years, okay, and I ask her for a dating advice, all right? I used her dating advice on women in my generation, and they laugh in my face, and I have been cheated on 3 times using her advice. You know how defeating that is? The greatest woman on this planet that you could possibly ask for dating advice, I use that advice, and it doesn't work. It has been patched. The patch notes have been patched since, I would say, 2020, okay? There was a big shift, okay? And speaking of the big shift, they're talking about right now how the women are saying, oh, well, we all like, you know, shorter guys. You're full of shit, okay? And the reason that I know that is y'all are all LARPing, liking short kings, okay? Y'all are horrible people, all right? And I will break it down for you all right now. The only way to pull a woman in this generation is to be tall, look hot, and be visually appealing and attractive to them, and have a lot of money. Because there is a reason why Bill Belichick is dating a 20-something-year-old supermodel at the ripe age of 70-something years old. He's ugly. He is short. But he has that bread to be able to, and I quote, spoil her. So if you don't look good, if you aren't tall, and you don't got the dough, it's over, bro. You might as well give up, okay, and convert to liking dudes or be transgender. And that's the only way to get past it. Filling the void, like I told you earlier in this video, you can follow those steps to the guide. Mr. Waffle Waffles, helpful guide. What's going on, guys? My name is Mr. Waffle Waffles here. Type like that. But speaking of the height stuff, I used to be able to get by with it. Middle school and high school, girls that age, we were all practically the same height, so it didn't really matter. It didn't affect me as much then because we were all pretty much the same height. Halfway through high school, that was the big shift, okay? Everybody started to realize, I'm not really attracted to those short guys considering I'm taller than them now. So, yeah. And it just shifted. So I don't understand why a woman can't love me for who I am and how I treat her rather than my appearance, my looks, and my height, and how much money I have to spoil them. I don't understand it. Why can't a woman just like me for me and how I treat her and not my looks, height, and money? Why do you have to be attracted to my bank account and not how I can treat you personally? I have a great heart. I grew up wanting to have multiple kids, a 5-child family. I wanted to have multiple kids with my beautiful wife, and I wanted to be the greatest father that any child could ever ask for until I grew up and acknowledged the fact that I'm 5'7", and my chances of ever having a family are all but over. I did an experiment. I downloaded a dating app, okay, and I set my height as 5'7" on my profile. I chose the greatest pictures of myself and I created my profile. 2 to 3 weeks go by of me constantly using the app, swiping right, hearting people's profiles, trying to find a match. I found 3 in the span of 2 to 3 weeks, okay? So I had an idea. I switched one thing about my profile. Could you guess what it is? I swapped my height to 6'5". Same pictures, same name, same everything on the profile. 2 hours go by, 2 matches. So in the span of 2 hours of LARPing a 6'5" dude, I found 2 matches. That is the equivalent of me scrolling for 2.5 weeks as a 5'7" man. You think that people don't care about height. Height doesn't matter. It does. It does, buddy. And you're fucking cooked if you're under 6 foot. I hate being 5'7" so much that if you were to tell me Osama bin Laden is 6'5", I would transfer my soul into his body if I got the option to do so, because 6'5" Osama bin Laden can experience love and pull bitches AJ can't. The only love that I've experienced in my life is jerking off to the My Little Pony franchise. Like, I legitimately have nothing. I can't get bitches. Okay, the only ones that I have is Twilight Sparkle and Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash, bro. Like, I'm legitimately losing my mind. This is what y'all do. Why can't women just like you for you and not your height, appearance, and money? Like, was that so hard? I don't care. I like all women. If they're tall, they're short, I don't care. I love them all. I love all women.